Antholz 2026 Power Rankings. Giacomel rises through grief. Women's race shifts again. The Oberhof World Cup weekend was one of the most emotional moments the biathlon world has faced in recent years. Athletes, coaches, and fans came together to remember Sivert Guttorm Bakken, whose tragic passing left a deep mark on the sport. In the middle of that shared grief, Italian star Tommaso Giacomel delivered a performance that will be remembered for far more than medals. His results pushed him to the top of the Antholz 2026 Power Rankings and earned him the famous yellow bib. On the women's side, the rankings remained competitive and unpredictable. While Jeanmonnot stayed in the lead, the balance of power shifted once again as new names surged forward with confidence and momentum. Giacomel finds strength in the hardest moment. Losing a close friend is never easy. Losing someone who shared your Olympic dreams makes the pain even heavier. Tommaso Giacomel arrived in Oberhof carrying deep personal sorrow, but instead of letting it break him, he turned that emotion into focus and purpose. Throughout the weekend, Giacomel raced with visible intensity. Every lap showed determination, and every shot reflected calm under pressure. He delivered a stunning sprint, pursuit double, his first at this level, proving that emotional weight can sometimes become a powerful source of strength. His victory was about more than results. It was a tribute to his friend and a moment of meaning in a time of loss. By leaving Oberhof in the yellow bib, Giacomel became only the third Italian athlete in IBU World Cup history to lead the overall standings. That achievement lifted him to the number 1 position in the Antholz 2026 Power Rankings and marked a major turning point in his career. Men's rankings set for more changes. Behind Giacomel, the men's field remains wide open. Eric Perrault slipped 1 place in the rankings, while Sebastian Samuelsson moved up into 3rd. Illness kept Stella Holm Lagrade and Johan Olav Botten out of action, opening the door for further shifts in the standings. With Ruhpolding still to come, nothing feels settled. The current rankings reflect momentum rather than certainty, and several athletes remain capable of making big moves in the coming weeks. Jeanmonnot holds on as the women's race evolves. On the women's side, Jeanmonnot kept the yellow bib and her place at the top of the Antholz 2026 Power Rankings. However, the weekend did not fully go her way. While her results were solid, others showed sharper form and closed the gap. Jeanmonnot's consistency continues to be her greatest strength. Even when the weekend is not perfect, she remains hard to dislodge from the top. Still, the pressure is building as rivals gain confidence. Elvira Oeberg dominates in her own space. The standout performer of the weekend was Elvira Oeberg. She delivered 2 clear victories in the sprint and the pursuit, climbing 6 places to 2nd in the power rankings. Her success came from a simple but bold mental approach. Guided by her sports psychologist, Oeberg chose to race without receiving updates or information from her coaches. By staying fully in her own mental space and trusting her instincts, she found a perfect rhythm on both the tracks and the shooting range. The result was total control from start to finish. Her performance sent a strong message to the rest of the field. When she finds balance and confidence, she can dominate any race. New names push forward. Suvi Minkinen continued her impressive run with 2 second-place finishes. Those results moved her up to 2nd in the total score standings and 3rd in the Antholz 2026 Power Rankings. Her steady improvement suggests she is no longer a surprise contender, but a genuine threat. Franziska Preuss also showed stability after managing earlier health concerns. She maintained her place inside the top 5 and looked stronger with each race. Meanwhile, Ocean Michelon worked her way back into the top 10, proving her resilience after earlier setbacks. Anticipation builds ahead of Ruhpolding. Several big names are expected to return soon. Italian stars Dorothea Wierer and Lisa Vitozzi missed the Oberhof action but are likely to rejoin the World Cup circuit in Ruhpolding. Their return could reshape the women's rankings once again, with Wierer especially capable of pushing back into the top 10. As the road to Antholz 2026 continues, one thing is clear. the power rankings remain fluid. Emotion, mental strength, and timing are proving just as important as speed and accuracy. With athletes finding form in unexpected moments, the season promises many more dramatic shifts before the Olympic spotlight arrives.